Now only on to keeping animals out of the hands of animal abusers. Our Tara Molina exposed a new Illinois law meant to do just that, but it has no teeth.
Since our story aired last week, those who got the law passed have gone back to work to fix it.
Nope, Erica and Brad, the people who sponsored the law are staying quiet, but we have heard from so many others since this investigation aired last week. And now the director of the Humane Society of the United States here in Illinois says they're making moves. On the books and in effect since January 1st, this law is meant to protect animals from those who could hurt them, banning the worst of the worst animal abusers. People with 2 or more abuse or neglect charges, like aggravated cruelty or dog fighting, from owning or living in a house with any animal. But we exposed.
It's an absolutely vague statute, incapable of being enforced by any law enforcement agency. So it looks good on paper, but it's meaningless.
A spokesperson for the Cook County Chief Judge's Office telling us again, the act seems to provide no role for the court in post-conviction supervision. We don't have any information on tracking and enforcement.
Because of your story, the conversations are happening and taking place as we speak.
That's Mark Ayers, the Illinois director of the Humane Society of the United States. He worked on and pushed for the law. He spoke out when the state reps that sponsored it wouldn't. Now?
We've been talking to animal law attorneys, and we've been talking with other legal entities to offer some solutions to help us make the law more enforceable.
I didn't hear back from the state rep whose name was on the bill, now law, Daniel Dittich, since our story aired. But Ayers says there's support from lawmakers on this too.
I think there is a strong interest from both sponsors to, if there is a solution presented by all stakeholders that makes sense to increase the enforcement mechanisms of the law, they would be happy to come back and amend the law to make sure that we have a law that's enforceable for everyone.
With the Humane Society of the United States leading the charge.
If anyone has any suggestions on how to make the law better, we're happy to hear those suggestions and take those into account in a new bill for next session.
A new bill wouldn't be introduced until the spring legislative session. That's not until next January. So until then, Mark said he'll work on policy changes with everyone involved. We'll be sure to track that closely. For CBS 2, I'm Tara Molina.